Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk about something that I think affects every single one of us, probably more than we'd like to admit. It's that little voice in our heads, that constant scroll on our phones, that feeling in the pit of our stomachs when we see someone else's highlight reel and start questioning our own journey. I'm talking about the comparison trap. It's a game we can never win, yet we play it every day. But what if I told you there's a way to quit the game and start living a life that's authentically, wonderfully yours? Let's be real for a second. We live in a world that's practically designed for comparison. Social media feeds are an endless parade of perfect vacations, dream jobs, flawless relationships, and amazing accomplishments. It's so easy to look at all of that and feel like you're falling behind, like you're not doing enough, or like you're just not enough, period. You see someone your age buying a house and you're still renting. You see a friend get a promotion and you feel stuck in your job. It's a heavy weight to carry, isn't it? This constant measuring up against an impossible curated standard. The problem with this game is that the rules are rigged from the start. We're comparing our behind the scenes footage, the messy, complicated, and often confusing reality of our lives with everyone else's highlight reel. Nobody posts their failures, their rejections, their bad hair days, or the arguments they had with their partner. They post the polished, filtered, best case scenario version of their lives. So when you compare your full, complex reality to someone else's curated fantasy, you are setting yourself up for disappointment every single time. It's like trying to compare an apple to an orange's Instagram picture. It just doesn't make sense. I used to be the king of comparison. I would spend hours scrolling, feeling this mix of admiration and envy. I'd see other creators and think, why isn't my channel growing that fast? Why don't my videos look that professional? Why aren't I getting those brand deals? It was exhausting. It drained my creativity and my joy. I was so focused on what everyone else was doing that I completely lost sight of my own path, my own voice, and my own unique value. I was trying to run their race, wearing their shoes on their track, and guess what? It was a terrible fit. I was tripping over my own feet. The turning point for me came when I realized a fundamental truth. Their success doesn't take away from my potential. Someone else's light shining brightly doesn't dim my own. The universe isn't a pie with a limited number of slices of success. There is enough room for everyone to shine in their own way. Your journey is not meant to look like anyone else's because you are not anyone else. You have your own unique set of talents, experiences, perspectives, and passions. Your path is yours and yours alone, and that is not a weakness. It is your greatest strength. So how do we break free? The first step is awareness. You have to catch yourself in the act. When you feel that familiar pang of envy or inadequacy, pause, acknowledge the feeling without judgment. Say to yourself, ah, there it is. I'm comparing again. Just noticing it is a huge step. It takes the power away from that automatic, subconscious habit and puts you back in the driver's seat. You can't change a habit you don't know you have, so become a detective of your own mind. Notice your triggers. Is it a specific person? A certain app? A particular time of day? Knowledge is power. Next, practice gratitude. I know it sounds, but it works. When you find yourself focusing on what you don't have, intentionally shift your focus to what you do have. It can be something small. I'm grateful for this cup of coffee. I'm grateful for the sunshine today. I'm grateful for that one friend who always gets my weird jokes, actively looking for the good in your own life. Rewires your brain. It trains you to see abundance instead of lack. Comparison thrives in a mindset of scarcity, while gratitude thrives in a mindset of abundance. You get to choose which one you want to cultivate. Another powerful tool is to curate your social media feed. You are the boss of your algorithm. Unfollow accounts that consistently make you feel bad about yourself. It's not about being mean or hateful. It's about protecting your peace. Your mental and emotional health is more important than keeping up with someone who, intentionally or not, makes you feel less than. Instead, fill your feed with people who inspire you, educate you, and make you feel good. Follow artists, thinkers, comedians, and creators who lift you up and remind you of the beauty and diversity of the human experience, not just the filtered perfection. And here's the most important part. Turn that focus inward. Instead of looking sideways at what others are doing, look forward at where you want to go. What are your goals? What are you passionate about? What small step can you take today to move closer to the life you want to build for yourself? Use others' success not as a stick to beat yourself with, but as a source of inspiration. If they can do it, it shows what's possible. But then bring the focus back to you. How can you do it in your own way? What unique spin can you put on it? Your individual journey is where the magic happens. Think of it like this. If you're a sunflower, you're not meant to be a rose. A rose is beautiful, yes, but its beauty doesn't make the sunflower any less stunning. The world needs both. A sunflower's job is to be the best, most vibrant sunflower it can be, to turn its face towards the sun and grow tall. It would be ridiculous for a sunflower to look at a rose and think, I wish my petals were red and velvety. No. Its power is in its bright yellow petals and its towering height. Your power is in your unique, unrepeatable self. Embrace what makes you different. That's your superpower. Celebrate your own progress, no matter how small. We often dismiss our own achievements because they don't seem as grand as someone else's. Did you finally clean out that closet? Celebrate it. Did you go for a walk when you didn't feel like it? Amazing. Did you learn one new thing today? That's a win. Life is built on these small incremental steps. By acknowledging and celebrating your own journey, you build self-confidence and momentum. You become your own biggest cheerleader instead of your own worst critic. Track your own progress. Compete with who you were yesterday, not with who someone else is today. And finally, remember to connect with real life. Log off, put the phone down, go outside, have a conversation with a friend where you talk about real things, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Real connection reminds us that we're all just human. We all have struggles. We all have insecurities. Nobody has it all figured out, no matter how perfect their online life seems. This shared humanity is the antidote to the isolation that comparison creates. It reminds us that we're all in this together, just trying to figure things out one day at a time. Breaking free from the comparison trap isn't a one-time fix. It's a daily practice. Some days will be easier than others. There will be days when you fall back into old habits, and that's okay. The goal isn't perfection. It's progress. Be kind to yourself. When you stumble, just gently guide yourself back to your own path. Remind yourself that your worth is not determined by your productivity, your follower count, or how your life looks next to someone else's. Your worth is inherent. You are enough right now, exactly as you are. So I challenge you today, the next time you feel the urge to compare, take a deep breath and remember the sunflower. Focus on your own sun, your own growth, your own unique beauty. Unfollow, unsubscribe, and unplug from anything that makes you feel small. And then go out there and be the most incredible, authentic version of you that you can possibly be. The world is waiting for it. The world needs it. Thank you so much for watching and for being a part of this community. It means the world to me. If this message resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content like this. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's one thing you're grateful for today? Let's fill the comments with positivity. Until next time, take care of yourselves and keep shining your unique light. Bye for now. Hey everyone, how's it going? Have you ever found yourself scrolling through your phone, just mindlessly looking at what everyone else is doing? You see their perfect vacation photos, you see their amazing career achievements, you see their happy family moments, and then that little voice in your head starts to whisper, why isn't my life like that? Am I falling behind? Should I be doing more? Before you know it, you're caught, you're stuck in the comparison trap, and let me tell you, it's a place where joy goes to die. I've been there more times than I can count. It's so easy to fall into this pattern in our hyper-connected world. We're constantly bombarded with the highlight reels of other people's lives. It's like watching a movie trailer on repeat, but it's for someone else's story, and we start to believe that our own movie, our own life, just isn't as exciting. But here's the truth, a truth that took me a long time to really understand. Comparing your life to someone else's is like comparing the sun to the moon. They both shine, but they shine at different times. Each has its own unique beauty and purpose. Your journey is yours alone. It's not meant to look like anyone else's. Think about it this way. Imagine you're an artist and your life is your canvas. Do you want to spend all your time trying to copy someone else's painting? Trying to get the exact same colors, the same brush strokes? Or do you want to create your own masterpiece? Something that is uniquely, authentically you. Your masterpiece might be messy. It might have some colors that clash. It might not look like anything anyone has ever seen before, but it will be yours. It will tell your story. That's where the real magic is. The problem with comparison is that it's always an unfair game. You're comparing your behind the scenes footage with someone else's highlight reel. You see their successes, but you don't see the years of hard work. You don't see the failures, the tears, the moments of doubt. You don't see the sleepless nights they spent chasing their dreams. You're only seeing the polished, finished product. It's like looking at the peak of a mountain without seeing the treacherous climb it took to get there. This constant comparison does more than just make us feel bad. It steals our focus. It drains our energy. It paralyzes us with fear and self-doubt. Instead of working on our own goals, we get obsessed with keeping up with others. We start chasing dreams that aren't even ours. We start living a life that someone else has defined as successful. And in the end, we lose ourselves in the process. So how do we break free? How do we escape this trap and start embracing our own individuality? The first step is awareness. You have to recognize when you're doing it. Catch that little voice in your head the moment it starts to whisper. When you find yourself scrolling and comparing, just pause. Take a deep breath and remind yourself, this is not the full story. This is a curated version of reality. The next step is to practice gratitude. This is a game changer. Seriously. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, shift your focus to what you do have. What are you grateful for right now in this moment? It could be something big, like your family or your health, or it could be something small, like the cup of coffee in your hand or the sunshine coming through the window. Gratitude grounds you in your own reality. It helps you appreciate your own life with all its unique quirks and imperfections. Start a gratitude journal every day. Write down 3 things you're thankful for. It sounds simple, but it can rewire your brain to look for the good in your own life instead of envying others. Another powerful tool is to curate your social media feed. You are in control of what you consume. Unfollow accounts that make you feel inadequate or trigger your comparison habit. Fill your feed with inspiration, not intimidation. Follow people who are real, who share their struggles as well as their triumphs. Follow creators who lift you up and motivate you to be a better version of yourself, not a copy of someone else. Your digital space should be a source of positivity, not a breeding ground for self-doubt. And here's a big one. Celebrate your own progress. Stop measuring your success with someone else's ruler. Your journey has its own timeline. You are not behind. You are not ahead. You are exactly where you need to be. Look back at how far you've come. Not in the last week, but in the last year or the last 5 years. Acknowledge your own growth. Celebrate your small wins. Did you learn a new skill? Did you overcome a fear? Did you take one small step towards a big goal? That's a victory. That deserves to be celebrated. Embracing your individuality is about understanding your own unique strengths and weaknesses. What are you naturally good at? What sets your soul on fire? What makes you you? Maybe you're not the best public speaker, but you're an incredible listener. Maybe you're not a marathon runner, but you can create beautiful art. Maybe you're not a CEO, but you're the most loyal friend anyone could ask for. These are your superpowers. Lean into them, nurture them. The world doesn't need another copy. The world needs you with your unique talents, your unique perspective, your unique story. I remember a time when I wanted to start this channel. I looked at all the other creators out there. They were so polished, so confident. Their videos had millions of views, and I thought, who am I to even try? What could I possibly add? I was completely frozen by comparison. It took me months to finally hit that record button. And what changed? I realized that my voice mattered, even if it was different. My story was worth sharing, even if it only reached one person. I decided to stop trying to be like them and just start being me, and that's when everything started to click. That's when people started to connect, not with a polished persona, but with a real person. Your journey will have its own pace. Some people bloom early, Others are late bloomers. The author J.R. Tolkien published The Hobbit. When he was 45, Vera Wang didn't design her first dress until she was 40. Colonel Sanders started KFC when he was 65. There is no expiration date on your dreams. Your path is not a race against others. It's a marathon with yourself. The only person you should be competing with is the person you were yesterday. Are you a little bit kinder today? Are you a little bit wiser? Have you learned something new? That's the only comparison that matters. That's the kind of comparison that leads to growth, not despair. So let go of the need for external validation. Your worth is not determined by likes, comments, or followers. Your worth is inherent. It's within you. It has been there all along. You don't need anyone else to approve of your life, your choices, or your dreams. You just need to approve of them yourself. Start living for an audience of one. When you start to truly embrace who you are, something amazing happens. You become magnetic. People are drawn to authenticity. They're drawn to people who are comfortable in their own skin. Your uniqueness is your strength. It's what makes you interesting. It's what makes you memorable. Don't hide it, flaunt it. So the next time you find yourself falling into the comparison trap, I want you to do this for me. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and say this to yourself. My journey is my own. My path is unique. My story is valuable. I am enough just as I am. Because you are a one-of-a-kind masterpiece in progress, and the world is waiting to see what you create. So go out there and be unapologetically, brilliantly you. Don't let the noise of other people's lives drown out your own inner music. Turn up the volume on your own song and dance to your own rhythm. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope this message resonated with you. If it did, please let me know in the comments. I love hearing your stories, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing for more content like this. Take care and remember to be kind to yourself. You're doing great. See you in the next video.